You are welcome to Dr. GB classes. In this classes, today we are going to study about correlation. In this video, we'll study and try to understand what is a correlation. And in this video, we'll study types of correlation also. Now, let's start with the basic understanding of correlation. There are two words in correlation. One is a co plus another is a relation equal to correlation. Here co means two or more than two and relation shows how these two or more than two are related. So this is called correlation. But in statistics, the definitions of correlation completely depends upon variables. Is in statistics, correlation is a linear relationship between the two or more than two variables. Let's see the definition. According to definition, correlation shows the linear relationship between the two or more than two variables. It means correlation measures the degree of the linear relationship between the variables. Variables are those things whose value does not remain constant, and value of variables varies with time, varies with place. So those things whose value does not remain constant are defined as the variables, and relationship between such type of variable are defined as the correlation. Okay, we have two variable, one is a x and another is a y. These are the two variables. Suppose we try to understand the relation between x and y. What may be the relation between x and y? Can you define it? Yes, we can define it in a different ways, but one way maybe that is suppose when value of x increases, then value of y may decreases, and sometime when value of x increases then value of y also may increases, and sometime when value of x decreases and value of y also may decreases. So there exist different types of relations between them. If value of x increases and value of y decreases, then probably there is an inverse relationship between x and y. This inverse relationship between the x and y are defined as the negative relation. And sometime when value of x increases, this value of x increases, then value of y also increases. Or when value of x decreases, then value of y also decreases. Then such type of relations are defined as the direct proportional relation. So these are the positive relation. Okay, we'll try to understand such type of relation through the different graphs. Okay, let's come to the types of correlation. Generally, we have three types of correlation. One is a positive, negative, and zero correlation. And another is a linear and non-linear correlation. And another is a simple, partial, and multiple correlation. Okay, we'll try to understand one by one. Okay, when value of x increases, it means when value of x increases, then value of y also increases. And when value of x decreases, then value of y also decreases. Such type of relation are defined as the positive correlation. And in the contrary to the opposite, when value of x decreases but value of y increases, and when value of x increases, then value of y decreases. Such type of relation are defined as the negative relation अर्थात negative correlation. Positive means when value of one variable increases, then another variable also increases in the same proportion. Or when the value of one variable decreases, then the value of another variable also decreases in the same proportion. Such type of relation is a positive correlation. And negative correlation means when value of one variable increases, then value of another variable decreases. When value of one variable increases, then another variables decreases. Such type of relation are defined as the negative correlation. But what do you mean by the zero correlation? Zero correlation means there is no relation between two variables S. Zero correlation means there is no relation S. There is no relation, then we define it as a zero correlation. Okay, we will denote correlation by R. S. Correlation are denoted by R. Okay, correlations are denoted by R. When R is greater than 0, when R is greater than 0, it is called positive correlation. Yes, it is called positive correlation. And when R is less than 0, then it is called negative. This is called positive correlation, and this is called negative correlation. But when R equal to 0, this is called no correlation S. So we'll denote correlation by R when R is greater than 0. When R is greater than 0, when R is greater than 0, then this is called positive correlation. And when R is less than 0, then this is called negative correlation. But when R equal to 0, then this is called no correlation. Means two variables are not correlated. Okay, now we try to understand what is a linear and non-linear correlation. Okay, following example shows the linear correlation is following example shows the correlation between the two variables is here ratio of the x and y, that is x by y, is always constant. So we have increased the value of each x and y, hence the relation between the x and y is said to be linear. It means when we divide 3 by 1, then we'll get 3, we will get 3, and we will divide 9 by 3, also we'll get 3. When we divide 15 by 5, also we'll get 3, and also when we divide 21 by 7, also we'll get 3. Each and every time we are getting 3, means ratio of two variable is always yielding the same constant value even though we have increased the value of x and y. Such type of correlation is defined as the linear correlation. If the correlation is not a linear, then it is defined as the non-linear correlation. Yes, if the relation is not linear, then it means non-linear correlation. Okay, at last, to be linear correlation, their ratio x by y is should yield the constant value. Here 3 by 1 equal to 3, 9 by 3 equal to 3, 15 by 5 equal to 5. So to be a linear, ratio must be constant. Okay, finally, we'll try to understand what is a simple, partial and multiple correlation. Okay, we have a simple, partial and multiple correlation. What is exactly these things? If there are only two variables, say x and y, then such type of variable or such type of correlation variables are defined as the simple correlation. Is simple means only there are two variables, not more than two variables. But in case of multiple, In case of multiple correlation, there are more than two variables, means one is a x, another is a y, and maybe another is a z, or maybe another is a anything. So if there are more than two variable, then these are defined as the partial or multiple correlation, and if there is a only one variable, then it is defined as the simple correlation. Okay, these were the simple examples of the or simple types of correlation in statistics. Okay, now we'll try to understand the some graphs of the this type of correlation. Okay, now we have a scatter diagram, or we will study the correlation through this scatter diagrams. Okay, so here is a one state curve. Yes, here is a one state curve, that is upward sloping curve, and the points are all are lying along this state line. So this reveals the strong positive correlation. And there is also another straight line, upward sloping line, but this line is not as like as the strong positive correlation line, and also the data are little bit scattered through this straight line, and this is a weak positive correlation. if lines are if lines are if lines are upward sloping, then this shows the positive correlation between, say here is a one y variable and say here is a x variable. So this is a strong positive correlation, and here is also a line is a upward sloping, this line is also upward sloping, but this line is not perfectly upward sloping as like this, so this shows the weak positive correlation. But in the third picture, there is a perfectly straight downward sloping line. Say this is y and this is x. So here is a perfectly downward sloping line. Hence it shows a strong negative correlation. Okay. So and also there is another line. This is also downward sloping. Downward sloping means always it shows a negative correlation. So but this is not exactly, I means this is not perfectly downward sloping as like this. And also the values, these are shown by dotted line, red dotted line, so these are not all are lying in the same this downward sloping line. So this shows a weak negative correlation. Okay, in the next case there is a moderate negative correlation. In this case there is a some values of variables which are not perfectly lying in this, but the comparative to this one, here is a more values are lying along the line, straight line, that is downward sloping line. So this shows the moderate negative correlation, but here is no any correlation, data are not correlated here, so this is called no correlation. So these were the simple examples and types of correlations in statistics. Okay, thank you. Please do not forget to subscribe the channels, like, comment and share. If you have any question, then you can ask me. Okay, thank you.